1960s Paris was a time of great social and cultural change for Western Europe. Shortly after World War II, France quickly had a film boom, and by the 60s, the art form had become so restrictive that a new wave of iconoclasm swept across Europe and the Atlantic. The most important man on his charge to revolutionize French film was Jean Luc Godard. He provided inspiration for many modern masters of film, like Tarantino, Scorsese, and Brian De Palma. The essence of Godard's wave of change was the fact of his approach to writing film. He had long since abandoned narrative cinema in favor of a loose Brechtian essay form. Pierrot Le Fou, Masculine, Feminine, and 2 or 3 Things I Know About All had all been steps on the road towards a new ideal of film. One key aspect of Godard's revolution was his extensive use of the fourth wall. He would include and bring in the audience as someone who is eavesdropping on the conversation.
Il y aura qu'à s'arrêter n'importe où.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'on fait toute la journée? Non, il faut d'abord trouver mon frère. Il lui mènera plein de fric. Et ensuite, on se trouvera un chouette hôtel chic et on rigolera.
Vous voyez, elle pense qu'à rigoler.
À qui tu parles?
Spectateur.
Tu vois, je te l'avais dit. Je le regrette déjà. Tu es fou d'avoir fait ça.
Non, je suis amoureux.
C'est la même chose. Moi, j'ai décidé de ne plus jamais tomber amoureuse. Je trouve ça dégoûtant.
Allez, dis pas ça.
One of his most overlooked details that truly make his films unique for the time was the use of paintings. The greatest example would be in Pierrot Le Fou. There is a system in the choice of paintings referenced in Pierrot Le Fou. Ferdinand reads the first part of the modern section of Froid's History of Art, where modern is opposed to Renaissance, medieval, and antique. Despite his interest in passages on Velázquez, no works by him or by any other discussed in that volume appear in the film. Later is reading the second part of the modern section, which overlaps with the time frame of the paintings featured in Pierrot Le Fou, i.e. 1880 to 1954. He's also one of the first directors that used jump cuts. Before the new wave, many people viewed jump cuts as unartistic, dull, and uncreative. His film Breathless is held by many as the film that changed the face of cinema forever. It is an unpolished masterpiece, a risque deconstruction of the conventions of cinematic storytelling that broke every rule in the book. Godard's excessive use of jump cuts and non-conventional styles of editing captured the spirit of post-war Paris, an overwhelming sense of freedom, an obsession with modernity, a dismal of authority, and detachment from conventional moral frameworks.
Moi, lorsque j'ai connu Clyde autrefois, c'était un gars loyal, honnête et droit.